Welcome Tottenham Hotspur fans again to another evening. How are we feeling? Again, another rooftop reactions from your boy, that Hotspurs guy. Lovely London right now, rooftop reactions. But 1-0 to the Hotspurs against Rangers up in Glasgow. And I'm going to be honest, that shit should have been Rangers 4, Tottenham Hotspur 1. I'm going to be honest, that's what it should have been. Because we were saved tonight, not particularly by Fraser Forster, who had a good game. I'll have to say that. Fraser Forster did have a good game. But we were saved tonight due to Rangers not being able to tuck away their chances. That's what it boiled down to. I'm going to be honest. I was watching that first half, couldn't believe what I was seeing, and at the same time, I could believe what I was seeing. It's just the same, bro. It's the same. Dog, there is no, like, I want to know what sort of attacking football Spurs fans are seeing when they watch the games, when they watch the 90 minutes of football. I want to know what sort of attacking football that they see, because I don't see a thing. I don't see a thing. We have like pockets of 4 to 7 minutes of maybe passing the ball around with a little bit of purpose, you know, and then after that, nothing. Rangers smothered us tonight like ants on a biscuit. Real talk. They smothered us like ants on a biscuit. Bruh. And I haven't even watched, that's the thing, I haven't watched any of the Spurs channels yet. All I did was watch Expression's little his match reaction thing after the game and that. And bro, look, can we talk about some of these players, yeah? Specifically, man like Sonny. Because I've been saying to my dad, I've been saying to a few other football fans when I talk to them about Spurs and whatever else have you, but I've been saying Son looks like he should have quit last season. That's what Son looks like. Son looks like he made the wrong decision in staying here. Son looks like he should have left last season, or he should have left when Kane left. That's what Son looks like, because what we're seeing from Son right now, I don't care whether people might think, oh, he's getting older and he's lost a little bit of pace, but Son hasn't lost that piece of quality he has to curl a ball into the back of the net. So you don't just lose that just because you get older. You don't lose that. You can't lose it. But Son looks like he's lost all and any sort of love he had for this club anymore. That's what Son looks like. Son looks like he has nothing left in him to give, and he pretty much doesn't want to give anything else anymore. Because like what Romero said after the Chelsea loss on Monday, talking about how there's only one reason why we are where we are. Y'all know who it is. He didn't say it specifically like that, but we know who the hell he's talking about. And once again, Spurs fans were like, oh, who does he think he is? Oh, he's just trying to set himself up for a transfer to go to Real Madrid. Who gives a flying rhino? Who gives a flying rhino? Did you get the message, people? Did you get the message? Bro. So, again, I was watching the first half, and I had to listen to the second half on TalkSport. But from what I was hearing on TalkSport, again, it was all Rangers. It literally was all Rangers. And then I've watched some of the highlights for the second half, and I wasn't surprised. It was all Rangers. Basically, we were saved because Rangers, again, didn't tuck away their chances, and because Ange made, what do you know, some early substitutions and brought on some of the players, and Kulusevski, who's pretty much been our only outstanding, and I say outstanding, but I don't mean outstanding, but that's the only word that we can actually give, because everybody else has been dreadful. He's pretty much been like the only one who's been performing, who's been showing some sort of form. Maybe not every game, but most games. So he came on, saved us, and then again, Rangers still had the chance to just put the whole thing away. They had their chances to put it away, but they kept, like, they just didn't have the finisher that they required. The same as like excuse me, the same as Karabag when we played Karabag, the same as AZ Alkmaar when we played Alkmaar, the same as Coventry when we played Coventry, because remember we caught a blight with that one, and it was Jed Spence that had to come on and save Angie's blushes for that Coventry game. Like, I was even saying to my dad, I was like, Dad, like, nah, like, I'm watching this Coventry game and I feel like Coventry should be bloody winning this shit. Like, I'm actually rooting for Coventry to try and win this thing right now. As a Spurs fan, I shouldn't even be saying that shit. Bro, I don't know. So, again, like, right now, that's 3 games in the Europa League with no wins. 3 games. 3 games in the Europa League with no wins because, one, we thought the Galatasaray game was a throwaway game anyway. The Galatasaray game was a throwaway, so we could afford to lose that one. And then we drew with Roma in a poor performance again that really and truly should have lost. You know what I'm saying? And then now, Rangers. Bro, and then we got Southampton on the weekend. And I know some of the Spurs fans are like, oh, it's Southampton and they haven't won a game all season. Really? Really? You forgot what happened with Crystal Palace? You forgot what happened with Ipswich? Really? Ah, bro, I'm telling you, it's like I said, Spurs fans, we're lost in the madness of our own sauce and we just continue to swim in it. Backstroke in it. Because like we're so dried up of any sort of success or any sort of joy or any sort of happiness that small things like that cheer us up. You know, small things like Kulusevski coming on the pitch in 60 minutes or on the 60th minute and catching a point against Rangers in, bro, Rangers. And we're just like, we secured a point. Like, dog. Like, we are finished. Southampton next on the weekend. Not looking forward to that. And then I think we got Manchester United in the Carling Cup. Not looking forward to that. It's going to be a problem. And like I said, I feel like we need to stay in these cup competitions right now. But the way it's looking, we're making it harder for ourselves because we were sitting perfectly, we were sitting nicely in the qualifying spots in the Europa League table, and because we wanted to go into the Galatasaray game as like, yeah, I think we can afford to throw this one away, and then now look what's happened. Look what's happened. Now we need to win our next 2 games and hope that other teams go this route in their results. Like, bro, we shouldn't have even been in this position. People. Come on. And this is Rangers, you know, the same Rangers from the league that everybody's like, bro, it's a farmers league, blah, 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 blah. Like, this is what I'm saying. If we keep dissing these teams and these leagues, and then we're failing to even beat these teams or just scraping a draw against them, what does that make Tottenham Hotspurs then? What does that make Tottenham Hotspurs, people? Come on. Like, we can't be this stupid. We can't be this stupid, people, man. So look, like I said, man, it was a wild game because again, that first half that I watched, there was basically no midfield. It was Rangers was just from defense straight down to the attack, and there were so many chances. I was like, bro, how are we not 2, 3, 4-0 down? How? You know what I mean? And we didn't even look like we was going to score in any sort of way. And then we've got our inverted fullbacks who look absolutely shattered, tired, knackered, still being forced to play, and they'll play again on the weekend against Southampton. Nah, they're not going to be dropped. They're not going to be subbed early or anything like that. We're going to see Udogie and Porro playing again. And if we don't see Porro, we may just see Archie Gray sitting in one of those inverted fullback positions, because he's not going to play Spence, he's not going to play regular. We know this already, you know what I mean? And Bentancur can't play, so even then, Bentancur being subbed today as well, like say Bentancur can play on the weekend, like why are you subbing Bentancur for? Bro, like I said, man, I have no idea. I have no idea what this manager is on, people. But like I said, I don't think he has a clue. Our players are not even playing for the manager, they're not playing for themselves, they're not playing for the fans. Again, it's just, there's something about Tottenham Hotspur where even good players join us and then they just fall into a mode of, I don't really need to do much. There's not much incentive here anyway. Don't need to do much. I mean, I could turn up late and they don't even discipline me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't win anything, any seasons. Don't even get, like, we don't even get our pay cut. You know what I mean? We don't even get a pay cut or anything like that. It's just the same old at Tottenham. Come in, have a laugh, you know, have a laugh, have a few games here and there, and it's just blah. I don't know, people, man. Like I said, right now, Tottenham are, or we're on a spiral going down right now, and something needs to happen. I feel like we need to change the manager, but when the hell will that happen? Who knows? Who knows? So, I don't know, people, man. I ain't got nothing for you today other than just what I said. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, people, wipe your feet, like, subscribe, and I shall be back again on the weekend, on Sunday, after the Southampton game to either be peed off or be a little bit ecstatic. It depends. So, yeah, my people, that's me. Peace.